Hey guys, how's it going? So this is a pre-recorded video, and in this video I have a warning for you guys with GameStop stock. I don't know if this is something that is going to really happen, but it is kind of concerning. So just recently there was a bunch of option traders that bet big against GameStop by buying a ton of put options at on expiry date of October 16, 2020, which is an interesting date because around that time the PS5 and the Xbox, the new Xbox, whatever they want to call that Xbox, are going to be launching on GameStop. Or they're gonna be launching worldwide. GameStop, Best Buy, every single retailer. But GameStop is probably gonna benefit the most from this console launch. But October is also going to be a very volatile month, simply because of the presidential election. So will it drop down to $1.50? If it did, these guys who bought a bunch of put options are going to make a ton of money off of GameStop. So let's go look at the put options that they bought on GameStop. October 16th, 2020. And as we can see, put options, almost 7,000 people bought put options at $1.50, and it's up, it's trading between 13 to 12 cents. And then there's also a bunch of people who bought put options at 50 cents, which is kind of insane, because it'll never go down to 50 cents. They're probably going to sell out of this position before, I don't know, maybe the options traders know something and they think that GameStop is going to, maybe declare bankruptcy, or something bad is going to happen to GameStop around that time. And if you add on to the stock market crash, that's probably the reason why they're betting so big. So yeah, it's interesting. There's actually a lot of open interest on put options. So definitely concerning. But do you guys think GameStop's going to hit $1.50? Let me know in the comments down below. Maybe there's something I don't know. I am still a shareholder of GameStop. This is my opinion, but I think that GameStop is going to be very, very volatile, and at least a good day swing trade or day trade. I think that GameStop might go down lower, but as soon as the pre-orders for the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox come out, I think GameStop is going to rally. Yeah, I am concerned about the digital version of the PlayStation 5, but I've been talking to a bunch of people, and I asked them, I've been asking a bunch of my friends, I asked them which one would they prefer. Would they buy the digital version for the cheaper price, or would they buy the physical version? So the hardcore gamers that I talk to, they all want physical. They like the physical. They like the physical gaming, so they're probably gonna buy the physical. Sony's probably gonna tack $50 onto it. So big gamers are still going to be wanting physical because they like it. They're used to it. People who are used to it, they're not gonna switch unless there's a huge price advantage between the digital and the physical. People might go over the physical. Sony's probably gonna charge a lot less for the digital over the physical, simply because people who buy games on the digital, Sony's gonna make a lot of money on, because in a retail store, Sony would make about 15% profit on every game sold, and GameStop would make about 15%, and about 70% of that profit goes to the people who create the game, and maybe a little bit of expenses like shipping and handling and all that. But so 60% goes to 60% goes to developer, 10% is miscellaneous, and 15% goes to Sony, and 15% go to GameStop or whoever sells it, one of the retailers. But with the digital, Sony gets 30%. They cut out the middleman, and then the other 70% goes to the developer. So developer gets more, Sony gets more. Nobody complains. So yeah, because there's no shipping, there's no handling. You just post it on the PlayStation Network. It sells. Sony gets 30. The other people get 70. So yeah. Anyways, GameStop right now is trading at $4.56. Maybe I should have sold out all my position and gambled that was going to go lower earlier this morning. But right now it's too late. I can still sell out at a profit, but at the same time I feel like it could bounce any day. So my thing is I'm going to wait. If it drops all the way down to $4 US, I'm going to buy some more shares. And then if it bounces back, because it will bounce back when Sony and Microsoft announce a pre-order date. It will bounce back when that happens. But I think it's going to be volatile. And I think it's going to be trading between $4 and $5. Possibly, go all the way up to $6. And then the worst case scenario in the short term is goes all the way down to $3 US, which I don't think is going to happen. I don't think the $3 is going to happen. I don't think $6 is going to happen short term unless some big news comes out that affects the stock price in a big way. I will make another dedicated video on GameStop over the weekend, maybe, depending on if it fits into the schedule. But yeah, it's something I kind of have to warn people. If you're a GameStop bull, there is a possibility it could go down further. Just letting you know my thoughts on it. I still have my position in GameStop. Big money controls GameStop at the end of the day. So yeah, but so October 16th October is going to be a very interesting date for the stock market because second, possibly third wave of the coronavirus, and then on top of that, presidential election. A lot of people think the stock market is going to crash around October, November of 2020. But we'll see what happens. Sony is right now basically at blue sky breakout, but let's see. Well, it's very close to its 52-week high, but Sony is probably, a lot of investors are probably happy with Sony launching the PlayStation 5, and that is probably the reason why Sony stock is up so much. I still think that, if the market crashes, even if the PlayStation 5 launches, I still think Sony's going to get dragged down with the rest of the market. Aurora. So I got to talk about this. This is kind of interesting news. I'm not going to post it in the article because, maybe I'll do another separate video tomorrow talking about my thoughts on it, but I'm gonna share my thoughts on it anyways. I'll probably redo the video with a title simply because I don't think a lot of people are gonna watch this GameStop video. But I think that I think that Aurora wants to basically bring down the stock price because they release a news like this. It just they didn't have to do a press release like this. They could have just, but I guess when somebody leaves, somebody like a co-founder leaves, I think it's the responsible thing for them to do is to make a press release regarding it. But I don't know, it just, lately, Terry Booth selling the stock, Aurora just not releasing any good fundamental news. They're just releasing mediocre news. I don't know. It's just ever since this been announced, they've been they sold the Elcana stock. The co-founder retired. Feels to me, could be wrong, that they want the stock price to go down. They probably want another pump in the future. but we'll see what happens. I honestly think that this stock is heading down lower because there's just not that much demand for the stock right now. But again, that's my opinion. I don't know. At the end of the day, if Canopy keeps going up, it probably will drag up Aurora. If Canopy and the rest of the MJ sector goes up, it probably will drag Aurora up with it. But short term, I think the stock price is heading down. Volume is very, very weak right now, which is to me, it's a concern. But that's my opinion. Just to kill off some time, I'm gonna talk about no-name stocks like High Tide. High Tide's not a no-name. It's like a retailer play. It's gone up quite a bit since it hit its 52-week low. It's gone up over 100%, so definitely concerning. I like to buy at the bottom for these kind of stocks because that's the best way to protect yourself and to make money. You don't make money buying at the top. You make money buying at the very bottom and gambling that big money comes in and pumps up the stock again. Alcana, I haven't talked about this very much, but ever since Aurora sold it at $3, Alcana's just been trading sideways. I wonder who even trades this stock. Like, who has interest in trading the stock? Obviously, there's somebody, but I wonder who. Maybe banks. Maybe banks are just trading between each other, but I don't think retail investors are too interested in Alcana. Oxley, another another play that kind of near its 52-week low, very low interest. Could be an opportunity, or it's gonna go lower, down to 23 cents. The lower it goes, the more of an opportunity becomes. I like to buy when stocks are near its 52-week low. I don't like buying stocks that are near its 52-week high or in the middle, especially MJ stocks because they're so risky. Choom is also gone up quite a bit in the past like month. It went from 9 cents all the way up to 20 cents. You would have doubled your money. Right now it's too dangerous of a play because it can go back to 10 cents. Largo, something I don't talk about too much, but Largo looks attractive down here. But again, I don't know if Largo could go all the way back down to 67 cents. But the lower it goes, the more likely I will probably buy some Largo stock. So if it goes back to 62 cents, right now it doesn't look bad. I'm thinking about buying a little bit as a swing trade because it could keep going up. So I might buy some before the market close, but this video is going to be released at 3 p.m. I'm pre-recording this video simply because I got things to do. So I'm gonna upload it, set a schedule for 3 p.m. So you won't be able to buy it until tomorrow if you were even interested in buying Largo. This is not financial advice. I'm just thinking that some people might look at this video and they're like, 86 cents, that's not bad. I might buy a little bit, but you never know. I could be completely wrong, and Largo could go down even further. Largo bounced. It bounced. It went all the way up to 83 cents. Bounced today to 89 cents, and it's just been trading sideways all day. Like I said, I think that this could be an opportunity. Or B, it's going to go down lower. One of the two scenarios is going to happen. I might buy a little bit as a swing trade because I think it'll go back to $1 in the near future here. But again, that's my opinion. I don't know what the market is going to do. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this content. Give me a thumbs up. It helps my channel grow. Subscribe for future updates and have a great day. Bye.